Okay guys, today we will be starting a new chapter, pair of linear equations in two variables. These are also called as simultaneous equations. These will be involving two variables, so there will be two equations to solve these. Okay, let's start with exercise 3.1. We have the first question. Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also, 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. And we have to represent the situation algebraically as well as graphically. Let's go ahead and start solving it. So there are two people involved. So let's assume both of their ages in two variables. So let's see. So let Aftab's present age be y years and the daughter's present age be x years. Okay, now we see that they have given the two situations. So two situations 7 years ago. So 7 years ago Aftab's age would have been y minus 7 and daughter's age would have been x minus 7. Therefore, he was 7 times as old as his daughter 7 years back. And secondly, he says, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. So after 3 years. So after 3 years, both of their ages will be 3 years added to both of them, and he will be 3 times as old as his daughter. So we have got these two situations. Let's solve it now. So y minus 7 is equal to 7x minus 49, or y minus 7x is equal to minus 42. And this side I have y plus 3 is equal to 3x plus 9, or y minus 3x is equal to 6. So y is equal to 7x minus 42, and here y is equal to 6 plus 3x. Now these are two algebraically represented. Let me find out the coordinates. So if my x is equal to 5, then y would be equal to 7 into 5 minus 42. So this would give me minus 7, 35 minus 42. Okay, now suppose if I take x is equal to 6, then y would be equal to 7 into 6 minus 42. So y will be equal to 0. If I take x is equal to 7, then y is equal to 7 into 7 minus 42. So this will give me 49 minus 42 as 7. So I have got the three values for this equation. For a line, it's good to find out the three values always. Now let's me fill in the values. So if my x was 5, 6 or 7 I took, so my y is minus 7, 0 and 7. So minus 7, 0 and 7. Okay, let me go to the second equation. So here if I take x is equal to 0, so y would be equal to 6. Okay, now here if I take x as minus 1, so y would be equal to 6 minus 3. So y would be equal to 3. If I take x is equal to minus 2, then my y would be equal to 6 minus 6. So it will be equal to 0. So here also I have got all the three values. Let me put it into the table form. So that's fine, I think. Okay, if x and y, and I have x as 0 minus 1 minus 2, and this is coming out to be 6, 3 and 0. So 6, 3 and 0. So I have found out the values algebraically. Now let's put these values on the graph paper. We have to represent graphically also. This is our graph paper, and let's mark our coordinate axis. So this is my x and x dash, this is my origin, and this is y dash and y. Okay, now as I see my coordinates, let me write down the scale. So scale I can take as 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. So scale, let's take 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units for both axes. Right? Okay. So this is my positive x-axis. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. This would be minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8 and minus 10. That should be enough. Then we have as this is my minus 2, then minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, minus 10 and so on. This would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, okay, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34 and so on, right? Okay, now we have coordinates as for one equation 0 and 6. So 0 and 6. Then I have minus 1 and 3. So minus 1 would be this and 3 would be this. Okay, and minus 2 and 0. So this is my third coordinate. Fine. Okay, now let's join these points. So I've got this line. Now this line is y is equal to 3x plus 6. Now next three coordinates would be 5 and minus 7. So 5 and minus 7 is this, 5 is this. So this point. Okay, and then 6 and 0. So this is my another coordinate, and 7 and 7. So 7 and 7 would be here. So these are my three coordinates. Let's join these three. Got another line. This line is y is equal to 7x minus 42. So I've got both of my lines here, and I can see that they are not parallel, so there will be a solution. These lines are intersecting lines. So we have finished the first question of this exercise, and see you for the next question in the next video. Stay tuned.